Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3, where we last left off. We stole some money from Mayor McNeil and returned them to the townspeople. And upon reaching McNeil Village again, we found out that everyone seems to hate us now because of it. But, yeah, that's okay. We don't need them. But just to be safe, we do need to make our way back to our home. That way we can at least make it back to safety. But as you can see, I'm in a different location than I was from the last episode. That is because I did a few things between episodes that I'd like to tell you about. The first thing I did was I got my characters to level 9, mostly to get Ryu to level 9, as he is mastered up with Mygas. And all Mygas needs is 8 levels to get all the skills that he has. So yeah, let's grab our skills. Ryu, you deserve a reward, therefore I give you this. And Ryu learns Frost. Awesome. No, there's no one else that wants to study under you. There are 4 skills you can learn from Mygas. One you learn each 2 levels that you've been under him. And since Ryu's been under him for 8 levels, I will be able to learn all 4 of them. They're very useful abilities for the mage of the party. Ryu doesn't really need them, however, I can always move them to the mage of the party later through the use of the skill inks, which I'll do in a little while, but not yet. Welcome back, my students. Alright, Magic Ball. Magic Ball is a really useful ability for the mage of the party as well. Meditation, not so much, however. Magic Ball, definitely. Very strong offensive attack. The next ability that we're going to learn from him is also a very good attack, especially from getting it so early on. It's called Typhoon. It costs 7 AP to use, and it does, I believe, earth damage or wind damage to everyone on the enemy side, so it's kind of cool. And alright, we've learned everything we can from Mygas, and let's make our way out. The reason I did this is because after this next cinematic that we are about to enter, we will be obtaining a new master for Ryu, so I might as well get the skills out of the way, that way we have them. Let's make our way back into Cedar Woods and get ourselves back home. Oh, and by the way, before we enter a random battle... Okay, as I was saying, before we enter the home, our home, before we enter there, the other thing that I've done is I've removed all equipment from Ray and Tipo. The reason for this is because I would like the equipment for later, and we are actually going to be parting from Ray and Tipo for a while. We will get them back later, but for now we won't have them. So take the items out if you would like to keep them. If they're items that you're not really that fond of or you don't really care for because you have a bunch of them, don't worry about it. But just a fair warning, you won't be able to get these items back for a while. And alright, once you are ready and have your equipment all set up and ready to go, just make your way in here. And a cutscene will trigger automatically. Wait, what? Oh no, it's our house. What the? What's going on? What's happened? Ray? Huh? I was wondering what our thieves might look like. They're just a bunch of kids, ain't they, bro? No worries, eh, Sunder? Time for school, a lesson in the school of life, eh? You mean, you... That's right. You're a little too big for your britches, my boy. Now it's time for your spanking, so get on over here. Ryu isn't gonna have that. Hey, check it out, bro. They're gonna try and fight. Kids. They just don't want to do what they're told, do they? And yes, we get tossed with a random boss fight that they don't really give you much, they don't give you much chance to defend yourself in this one, so just be very careful. defend yourself, and a very cool trick, by the way. If you cast Influence on Balio, Sunder will actually begin to attack him, which is really cool. A word of advice, though, you will not survive this battle. There is literally no way to survive it, as you can see. They are very powerful. But if you can, try and use some pilfers. Get some items for them before they take you out. It's very hard to steal from them, though. They really don't give you much leeway on anything here. Poor Ray. You can take him out, Tipo. Go! That lightning is such devastating. It does 40 damage to all of us, and we only have, like, 60 health. And just like that, we've been taken out. We were the kings of the world before, and just these guys come in and take us down. And aw, sad music again. It looks like Ryu's alright, though. He doesn't look like he's in too bad shape. Pretty much looks the same as he did before. But yes, we are in a mysterious bed that we've woken up in a house that is all too familiar to us, actually. All I found was you, alone and wounded in the woods. And yes, we are actually outside Bunyan's house. He seems to have found us at our home and took us in. I always told you you'd get in trouble one day. But I never thought something like this would happen. Aw, poor Ryu. I'm afraid that Tipo and Ray are... poor Ryu. Where do you think you're going? Looking for them? Windia? Did you say you were going to Windia? No, he's the silent protagonist. He didn't say anything. I see. You watch yourself, hear me? Just follow the road east. To get to Windia, you have to cross Mount Mirnegg to the east. If you're having trouble getting over, come back here. Maybe I can give you a hand, eh? And the reason Bunyan says this is to tell you that he will actually be a new master at this point. Pretty much if you exit the area and come back, he will, from that point on, be available as a new master. So we will be doing that for Ryu. Stupid gong head. Out of my way. But yes, also, just be mindful that you are indeed alone for a little while, so just be very careful and don't do anything silly on your way through the mountain that we are going to be entering soon, because you have literally no backup, so you will be a lot weaker than you were before, but only for a little while. This, in my opinion, is the hardest part of the game, because they kind of leave you hanging alone and with very little skills at your disposal. So just be careful. Yes, as you can see, Bunyan is over here chopping some wood. So, are you ready to try working for a living? I've learned that young folks like you need the advice of their elders. You can use our experience to help keep you from on a straight and narrow, see? You want to hear my advice? Yes, sure. I would love your advice, Bunyan. You seem to be a swell guy. I guess you're sincere enough. Listen up. You need to be strong and tough. You can't get through life otherwise. Got it? Alright. Bunyan has become our new master. I make you, Ryu, my pupil. While you're my pupil, your power, defense, and strength will go up faster. But your AP and intelligence won't go up so quickly. Pretty much that means that Bunyan is a very useful fighter for he's a very useful master for the fighter of your team. If you plan to be a mage of any kind, Bunyan is not a very good master for you. However, at this point in the game, he is the only good master that I can give Ryu, and it will help Ryu's defenses be up a little bit, especially for later. Once I'm finished off with Bunyan, I will be going full out mage for Ryu, because that is what I want to do, but what you do for your masters is really up to you. There's no set rules for what you can do with masters. So, there's no real need to worry about that. But if you want to do it with me, that is what I'll be doing. I'm going straight to Bunyan at level 9. I would do it now. If you are trying to do it the same way as me, I would try and get to level 9 now and not later, because you will be cut off from Bunyan, if I remember right, for a little while once you go through this mountain. And alright, we're in Mountaineer and Egg, all alone, sadly. And our first enemy is a Ripper. We can take him. Unless he blinds us. Oh, okay, we're good. Actually, before we go into this mountain, there's something that I do want to show, and something I need to do anyway. If you go to any spot that you can camp in, just press start and you can camp. Pretty much, we have a lot of skills now, and it's really covering up our limit. As you can see in the skills tab, we have a lot of skills. There are only 2 slots left that we can maintain skills on, and a lot of these skills are virtually useless. So I'll be putting some of them into the notebook here, just for, you know, pretty much click use skill notes, and then you can either look at the contents or you can change the contents. Changing means you move them from character to character or to the skill notes book. And if you decide to change anything, you have to emit a skill ink, which is, they're very hard to come by early on in the game, but later on they're very easy to come by, especially through fishing. So I'll use it now, since Ryu's the only one I really have anyway. As you can see, the abilities that Ray and Tipo learned are here because they've been cut from us. Let's see, what do we want to use? We don't need meditation. We'll hold on to Frost. We do not need Charge because Ryu does not have anything. Unmotivate is very useless. Influence, I'm going to hold on to that, as well as Blind. Typhoon is not very useful for you because he does not have that much magic power. Let's see what else we can grab. Let's grab Jump and Snap. Okay, that looks pretty good. Actually, I almost forgot. We need Burn as well for the enemies that we'll be fighting soon. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Let's make our way out. And if at any point you want to change that, you can if you obtain another skill ink or you fish one out. There's also an item in the game that will make it so you have unlimited uses of skill ink. There is an item that is marked for that, which is called the, I think it's called an adult cert or something like that. But it doesn't actually do that. I don't know why it says that. Oh hey, we learned Double Blow right away. This is the only ability in this area that you need to learn. It's called Double Blow. It costs 2 AP, and it will allow you to attack twice for 2/3 of the damage of a normal attack. So you'll actually, if they both hit, do a little more than the normal attack amount. It's very useful. However, it's not too important to do against these guys because they are very weak. They're very hard to hit though, so just be mindful of that. I'm glad we got that really fast because grabbing skills can get so annoying. Right in this chest there's an icicle, and right next to the chest there's another guy here who you should talk to. Hee, I'm not going to hurt you. My name's Tall Man. If you're interested, I can tell you all about different creatures' weak points. If you don't know much about weak points, definitely good to talk to this guy. He'll explain a couple of weak points, not too many. Hee. For example, take the eye goo. Their weak spots are their eyes, so if you hit them with Blind, maybe something will happen. Think about it. True. What would happen to the nut people if you hit them with fire? I did you a favor by telling you that, so do me a favor, okay? Don't use frost magic on us, please. Pretty much what he's telling you is that if you use frost magic on a tall man or a tar man, whatever he calls himself, it will actually freeze them and they won't be able to do any damage to you at all. And alright, if you go up this way, you should be good to go. And there's another battle, jeez. Oh, here we go. Here's a tar man. I'll actually show you what he's talking about. If you use the ability Frost on the tar man, this will happen. He will actually stop moving. Tar man is frozen. And by doing this, this pretty much gives you free game to attack him all you want, because he can't really do anything. Kind of a cool technique to know. I don't know if this works on all Tarmen, but it works on this one, and it pretty much renders him helpless. He can't do anything at all. Poor Tarman. It's definitely useful to utilize that because the Tarmen give a lot of experience, and being alone, you definitely do not want to give them any slack. Actually, before you go up that ladder, go down here, because there's actually an item down here, if I remember right. Oh hey, more guys to fight. Try and fight as many of them as you can. Just be careful, because they are deadly if you are alone, so you don't want to get yourself killed. I really hate that they do put you all alone here. It's very unsafe for you. I'm actually going to hold on to my mana because I don't want to waste it. I'll use the healing herb. They're very easy to come by. Let's use some fire on him. It only takes 1 AP. And they're also very hard to hit anyway, so using some fire on them is probably a better idea. Alright. Not too bad. If I remember right, there is an item nearby one of these trees. Where is it? Oh hey, 2 rippers. Aw, what a pain. They don't really give you too strong of monsters to fight. These monsters are about the same level as the ones that you would fight around the first time that you were with Tipo, around where the new levels and all that. If they tossed you into an area with a bunch of guys around the levels as the mansion, they would really be screwing with you. But at least they cut you some slack here. Aw, poor you. I hate the blind. Let's try some magic. Let's see what Magic Ball does. Might as well. Especially since we're blind. Alright, I like it. Not too bad. Oh, here we go. I found the item I was looking for. And, actually, we're about out of time, so in the next episode, we will continue on in Mount Mirrenegg and see if we can find Ray and Tipo. See you guys later.